Good evening and welcome to your evening news update. My name is Emir and I'd like to ask you, what have we learned today? We've learned about pagan miracles that cause nice children to miss school. We've learned about classic pentagonals and dishonesty in pumpkin patches from our town elders. We've learned how much of a bunny avatar waving is too much of a bunny avatar waving, how to make a ship go down by using acid. But why have we been tuning in to listen to these and other stories today? Because of the Role for Good Community's charity of choice, of course. AKT's work is critical in creating a better future for LGBTQ plus youth experiencing homelessness in the UK. It is worth to emphasize that over 24% of young homeless individuals identify as LGBTQ plus, showcasing the continued discrimination and rejection they face for coming out. AKT is dedicated to providing safe housing options through advocacy, support, and a range of programs aimed at helping LGBTQ plus youth start a better life. AKT has seen significant growth due to the pandemic impact, highlighting the increasing demand for their services. Issues like poverty, housing, transphobia, and mental health will remain long-term challenges for young people seeking accommodation. The role of volunteers, donors, and supporters in maintaining AKT's operations and supporting LGBTQ plus youth is essential. If you can, please use your time or money to give a sense of unity and community among those involved with AKT. For every £1 invested, AKT generates 3.87 pounds of social value. All of the available data emphasizes the effectiveness of AKT's work and the importance of continued support. And coming up, a story that will chill your mind. I will remind our viewers that the search for missing campers in Hawthorne Wood last month has officially concluded with no clear answers. Authorities have redirected resources to other investigations. In late September, a jogger stumbled upon an abandoned campsite near their usual route. An investigation revealed that the group had veered off the trail during a midnight hike and became lost in the dense undergrowth. Despite extensive efforts, including search parties and the canine teams, no trace of the campers or their remains has been found. The campers were reportedly drawn to the woods by rumors of haunting activities during the full moon. Hawthorne Wood gained notoriety after the unexplained disappearance of Nancy Goodwin last year, and she was never found. Some claim her ghost haunts the woods, while others speak of older supernatural entities. The area makes navigation challenging, let's say. Authorities emphasize the safety of staying on established footpaths and suggest installing locator apps on phones for emergency situations. Hawthorne Wood remains an intriguing yet mysterious place. And one final reminder before we move on to pay attention to the chat for any instructions and giveaways. And I'll see everyone soon.
Hello, everybody! My name is Dungeon, and I use they, she pronouns. My ttrpg origin story is a very simple one. I started playing tabletop games in university. One day, some friends came over and they said, Dungeon, you look like the kind of person who would play Dungeons and Dragons. Would you like to play with us? And I said, heck yes, I've wanted to play that since I was in school because it sounds awesome. And we had a little game and I had a lot of fun. And after that, we pretty much jumped straight into a game of Dark Heresy, which is a Warhammer 40k system, because, you know, I'm one of these people that if you like something, you just go absolutely mental with it immediately. So we jumped into that game, and I liked that so much that I ended up GMing a system straight after that. It was a unofficial Pokemon RPG. I don't recommend doing that as your first game, just because it was incredibly chaotic. I didn't really know what I was doing, but we had a great time. and everybody looks back on that game really fondly. So I must have done something right. And from there, I feel like I have learned a lot of things and become a much better GM. We are playing Monster of the Week. Monster of the Week is a powered by the apocalypse system that focuses on things like spooky TV shows. So your Buffy the Vampire Slayer, your Supernatural, potentially The Walking Dead, kind of something like Twin Peaks and Gravity Falls, but I also like to mix other things in there too. I like to really go and double down on the horror aspect. So I like to add things like Hellraiser references, Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street, that kind of spooky slasher atmosphere. So hopefully you like that, because that's what we've got to look forward to. Well, Monster of the Week is powered by the Apocalypse system, like I said. It is a very simple system. So all rolls are done with 2 6-sided dice, and effectively it all runs under the same kind of ruling. If you get a 6 and below, you have failed the check. If you roll a 7 till 9, you have a partial success, so you should get what you want, but at a price or at an inconvenience. A 10 to 11, that is a success, and a 12 and above, that is a critical success. You did it so well that you get a little bit of a thing extra, or absolutely nothing goes wrong. It was just incredible to watch. And because of how simple this system is, I think it makes for a really interesting game to stream. So I hope everybody will have fun following along, and hopefully it will be like watching like a spooky TV show. That is the goal. So hopefully it'll have that atmosphere. Thank you for joining, everybody. I hope the game isn't too spooky for you, but I hope it's spooky enough. Ooh. And as always, please make sure to check out the links to the charities that we're raising money for. I know the mods have been posting those the entire time. Thank you, mods. Stick around, and I will see you all shortly. Ooh. Hello! Hello! Hello, everybody. Welcome to the last spooky game of the evening. My name is Dungeon, and I use they, she pronouns. And I'm very happy to be your GM for this Monster of the Week short, Into the Woods. A quick note before we start playing. If you haven't yet donated to our fundraiser, and you have the means to do so, I ask that you please consider donating. We have some fun incentives that can change the course of the game. For £5, you can roll to either help or hinder the players. That will give them a +1 or a -1 to their roll. For £20, you can give them a luck point, which will turn the next roll, or if the players would prefer, they can bank it for a future. It will turn a roll into an instant crit. And for a absolutely massive donation of £50, you can summon a very special animal companion for the party who will do their best to help them investigate this mystery and bring them back alive. But without further ado, we're going to get into it. So, get cozy, dim the lights, and let's begin the game. Imagine, dear audience, that you are sitting around a TV screen, watching one of your favorite spooky TV shows. The camera opens on an establishing shot of a full moon above a dense wood. As it pounds down, ooh, wait a second, there's an echo. Let's see if we can figure that out. Let's figure that out before we get the show started. Are we good now? No.
Monster is the echo.
It turns out that technical difficulties was the real monster all along.
Oh no!
Okay.
If anyone's playing without headphones, it might be that it's catching the sound coming out of your speaker as well.
We
Okay.
think we've fixed the problem. I'm gonna imagine that your favorite TV show is on a DVD or a VHS. We're gonna hit rewind and we're gonna start again. Okay, is everyone cool? We're cool. Okay. Imagine, dear audience, that you are sitting around a TV screen watching your favorite spooky TV show. The camera opens on an establishing shot of a full moon above a dense wood. As it pans down, a figure can be seen clumsily rushing in a panic through the undergrowth. We cut to see a man running, trying to light his way through the foliage with a torch on his phone while also clutching at his other arm, a nasty gash bleeding through his jacket. He is lost and clearly being hunted by something, although nothing appears from the darkness. Picking a direction at random, he flees for his life, but terror makes him careless, not noticing the thick, protruding tree root in his path, causing him to trip. He falls, rolling out of control down the steep incline, crashing into a small valley, further injuring his bleeding arm. And then for a moment, nothing. Only the sound of his breathing on this cool September evening. He uses the moment to catch his breath, when suddenly the sound of something whipping around his ankle cracks the tension. The man has no time to react. He is pulled out of sight of the camera, screaming, dropping his phone as the blood from his arm stains the moonlit earth beneath him. It is then that the opening credits of the show play as the title, Monster of the Week, animates onto screen with a flash of lightning. We then cut to our protagonists, everybody. In their rather unusual mode of transportation. Evan/Cookie, as the owner of the vehicle, can you please introduce yourself, the character, and tell us what it is you're driving?
Hi everyone, I'm Evan, aka Multi Nerd, and tonight I'm going to be playing Cookie. Cookie he's a businessman, and part of his business is delivering fresh laundry to fancy restaurants, hotels, in his sweet Ford Transit, high top, long wheelbase. Got some sweet decals down the side. And
Other flames, other flame decals. Can there please be flame decals?
tiny ones. I
Okay,
want to
thank
keep
you.
it. I want to keep
Keep
it
it classy.
professional. All right, I'm a businessman. And the back is decked out. It's got seating on the inside, but it's also got most of the back is full of racking for linens. That's me.
Amazing.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Next to Cookie is Quincy, riding a shotgun. Tall halfling, can you please introduce yourself, your character, and let us know what Quincy is up to as the party head out on their road trip?
Sure. Hi, I'm Steve, Tall Halfling on the socials. Tonight I'm playing Quincy Knowlton, using the Flake playbook. That's what they'd like you to think. And I'm sitting up in the passenger seat with a bulletin board balanced on my knee. I've got pictures and news clippings and such, and I'm connecting red string from one to another. That way.
Not a map then.
Better than a map.
I swear,
Yeah.
Quincy, if you touch the radio again and put on that weird channel, I will move your pins around. Keep it on radio 2, please.
That's to myself.
Oh, thank you very much. I'm glad to know what's happening in the front of the mystery machine. In the back, we can see the other two members of the team. The camera first rests upon Escher. Ren, can you please introduce yourself, your character, and let us know what Escher thinks about all this?
Hey, I am Ren, and I go by Maskren on TikTok and Allegory of Death on Twitter. And my character Escher is the one that knows everything or is supposed to know everything about the situation that we may be going into. Escher is currently looking through a rather thick grimoire that's balanced on their lap and is trying to do some minor bits of research and maybe some reflection on things that they've done and things that they've learned before that might be helpful, just to have some knowledge ready and prepared. But just doing it sort of quietly.
Nice. I like the preparedness. It should definitely come in handy. Thank you. And finally, we see Blair. Blair, you are the person responsible for bringing this ragtag group of paranormal investigators together. Usually the four of you don't stray too far from your own small town. After all, there is enough spooky goings-on there to keep you busy. But today the organization has sent you to check on some missing operatives in the town of Hawthorne. So Katie, can you please introduce yourself, Blair, and a little bit about the organization that you all work for and how you came to work for them?
Yes. Hi, I'm Katie. I'm Critical Spark 20 on the socials. My character is Blair Owens. She's a like in her 30s, blonde hair braided like off of her face, brown eyes in a sort of just like overalls, sort of like coverall situation that definitely has a flak vest underneath it, but it's hidden pretty well with the bagginess of the dungarees. Yeah, she's a professional. She's worked for this agency that I remember the name of. I came up with it. It's the Malum Protectores. Protectores. I don't speak Latin, but my character might. And it's run by a wealthy philanthropist, uncle of hers that she never knew she had. But when her family died in a mysterious fire that she claims was alive, he took her in after she spent a little bit of time in a mental institution. So so she's moved back into her hometown to try to find spooky things to fight and has assembled this team to help her. And they're an agency. They give cryptic messages. They're very well funded, and she is probably texting somebody now while also simultaneously cleaning her guns. One hand texting, one hand like assembling and reassembling guns.
I feel like texting and driving runs parallel to texting and cleaning guns, though.
I mean, I'm not driving though. I know. Should try to do all three. But yeah, no, I mean, it's like, it seems like she's focused more on texting, and then the like disassembling and reassembling the guns is just like, it's almost like a fidget toy. Like, she's just like, she's not even looking. She's got this. Yeah.
You'll be ready. No matter what we throw at you, you'll be ready. Thank you very much. So there is our team driving down the road in the mystery machine.
You have that license.
In a machine of mystery.
In the Enigma receptacle. I don't know.
The Enigma receptacle. Okay. Well, it doesn't sound great, but we'll go with it.
I am not calling my sweet ride the Enigma receptacle.
I couldn't think of another word for machine. Why was receptacle the thing I came up with? The Enigma robot? Is that better?
The Enigma transporter.
The
There you
Enigma
go.
engine.
It's a work in progress.
Ooh, the
Enigma
Enigma
engine!
Yeah.
Yes, Ren.
We got it, guys.
There we go. The Enigma engine. We've got
That's
it.
the
I'll
end of the
try to
stream.
remember.
That's the best. That's the best we're gonna do.
Awesome. Okay. Yeah, well, that is pretty much it. The Malum Protectores, they contacted you, Blair, through Ambrose, your usual contact and mentor, asking you to investigate the disappearance of another team from the organization that is across the country. The team is led by a man called Ash in Hawthorne Wood. Seemed to be kind of consistent over the years. Always spookily enough on the night of a full moon, which is why you're driving down on this particular October night, because a full moon is going to happen. He and his team headed into the woods last month, but all that could be found of their trip was an abandoned campsite the next morning. The organization managed to keep the identities of the missing campers a secret so that the protectores were not discovered. But before you left on your journey, they have given you a key to Ash's secret base of operations. So you think that might be a good place to start your investigation. Other than that, you are free to do your own research online, interview people in the town, and see what they know on the subject. So, a question for everybody. Would anyone have done anything prior to heading out into the Enigma machine? Setting out for Hawthorne, would there have been any research happening prior to the road trip?
Did we know all of these details before we left out?
I would have briefed
Yes.
you. I would have briefed you for
Okay.
sure. Yeah, I would have been like, yeah, getting as much information as I can from the agency. But their one of their flags is that their messages are very cryptic, so it would have been a lot of like trying to unpiece exactly. Like they wouldn't have given us an exact location. We would have to like look for the tree that looks like a beast and turn left 3/4 miles and just like it's dumb is what it is, but it's how we work. So I think we probably would have had to like decrypt that together, Escher, and then set a course. And yeah, I would have told everybody what the deal was.
I would have. Oh, carry on, Ren.
Oh no. Go ahead. That's okay.
I would have probably contacted Quincy, and I don't text. I only use voice notes, and been like, full moons. You know anything about full moons? Anything? Any bad creatures come around on full moons that you know about?
Oh, I could tell you stories. I know. You've heard of werewolves, but that's children's stuff. I'll set you up with some of my books.
Oh, can you just give me a bullet point? I haven't got time. I'm a businessman. I haven't got time to read.
Oh well, transformations, wereboars are a little more dangerous than the werewolves. The tusks,
Can you eat them? Can you eat werewolves?
Full new moons always bring out the crazies, So
you hear off in the corner just like a you like turn and see Blair, and she's like, "You can eat them, but it's not recommended."
Well, you can eat them, but you shouldn't eat them. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it does some weird stuff to your stomach.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Plus, they were once
Cool.
person. That's kind of weird. It sort of depends on like where your moral compass is.
Cool. So we're just feeling pretty good on our like base knowledge. We don't need, we're just waiting to get into the town to do anything. Or did anyone want to?
Two things over here.
Mm-hmm.
One, mechanically, at the beginning of each mystery, if you look for the wider patterns, which Quincy is always doing, I have a move called Connect the Dots. So first roll of the game.
Yes, you get to do that. So you get to bank. Is it you get to bank successes depending on your role, isn't it?
I get to bank either 1 or 3, depending on the role, questions that I can ask later on, if it will allow me to
Excellent.
do the roll.
Make me that
Ooh,
check.
that's a
Oh
12.
my goodness, that's a crit.
That's
Let's
Woo!
roll, smashed
Let's
it.
roll. Let's go.
Immediately. So yeah, I think that would be 3. You get to hold 3
Mhm.
questions that are listed under that skill, and you can ask me at any time. So do you want to use any now, or are you saving those for later?
I'm above table reviewing what those questions are. I will get back to you.
Aye, sounds good.
I think
Cool.
Esther's just pulling like best books that they have about Moon, relating to mythology, different cultures, beliefs surrounding moon phases and things like that. Just to have a look.
Yeah, if you would like, you can, if unless you have a move in your playbook that would be more accurate, you could make an investigator mystery check to account for that research. That is a plus sharp.
Okay. There was an option. Let's see. And I failed.
Yep, a 6 unfortunately is a fail. So usually you would gain a point of experience. This is a one shot, so we don't get anything for those here, I'm afraid. But you are an incredibly well-read expert on the subject of mythology, but the moon doesn't give you a huge amount of information in on itself. There are many, many monsters that have relations to the moon. Gonna need a bit more information in order to do that. So hopefully when you get to the town, you'll be
Yes.
awesome. All good. Never mind.
I think that my character, knowing it's like maybe werewolfy things or like full moon stuff, I think they're just gonna go into the back of the laundromat. That is definitely a laundromat, and and go to like the wall of different types of ammo and like guns and everything, and just like, hey, grab the shotgun, grab the sniper rifle, grab my pistol, and then grab like all of the silver bullets that I can carry in my like.
Can you share some of those silver bullets?
Do you know how to shoot? Do you have a
And
gun?
he opens his jacket, and there's like there's a shotgun on one side, and there's an assault rifle on the other side.
Why do you always use a crowbar then?
Not in my normal day-to-day work as a business person. I don't
A
require a
legitimate
shotgun.
business person, yeah.
Yeah, I don't require a shotgun in my day-to-day.
Yeah, but you
But
were
we're hunting
attacking.
monsters.
But you were attacking that thing when I met you with a crowbar. Why were you using a crowbar if you had a shotgun?
The crowbar seemed to work really good. The shotgun, not so much, but you know.
All right, fair enough. Yeah, you can have. Yeah, just go help yourself.
Escher just quietly packs a silver sword.
Ooh, a sword!
Oh, sword.
Claire clocks this and blushes. She's like, oh, she's got a sword. Okay.
Excellent. You will just stock up on that silver. That's what I like to see.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if there's like a way to try to like get more information from my agency at all before going, I would try, knowing that they really enjoy being cryptic because it's part of it. I don't know. It's stupid.
Part of it is the mystery, you know. Part of it
Mystery.
is you gotta go. It's why they gave you a key. There's probably answers in Ash's sanctum.
If
So
you can find it, woo!
I see. I also clock Escher with the sword, and I'm like to be up close, eh? I can respect that.
Only if necessary.
Okay.
It's
should
always
go, though,
necessary.
We should probably go though, because like the moon gets up in the sky at some point tonight. It's fine.
It's
we should
true.
go. Yeah, we should go
Excellent.
To the Enigma engine.
to the Enigma engine.
So just
Ooh.
to make sure, because I have an option in my haven that is, I have a stockpile of
Yes.
stuff, and so if I need a special weapon, I
Yes,
can
so
have it. So is it something I should do before we leave, or can, like, in the moment we can say that I would have
Just
picked
walk
this
out
up?
with a pile of weapons. I don't know what we'll need.
Just drag the
So-
chest into the van. I got it. It's fine. I got it.
So, because the Haven is one of your powers,
Yes.
anything when you make the roll, we will say that it's retroactive, and it was something that just like it kind of triggered in your brain. You were like, "This could come in useful." So we will make the roll as if you had picked it up now.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Awesome, excellent. Then you get into the Enigma machine. Yes, Enigma machine.
Engine.
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 Yes,
Oh,
engine.
there we go. Oh,
Gotta
okay.
alliterate.
That's it. Okay. You get into the Enigma engine, and you drive, and you set off like how we started. And eventually, after a couple of hours, a few maybe wrong turns with the pins in the map, but that's okay. It works. You got there. You eventually arrive in the town of Hawthorne in late afternoon / early evening. You have a little time to look around, either search for Ash's Sanctum, talk to some of the residents, or potentially a third option before the evening. Or you could just decide to go to the woods early while the sun is still up in the sky. Where would you like to go?
I mean, we have a key, so we should probably use it, right? Yes?
We should at least see what it looks like.
Yeah, and maybe it has cool shit in there. Or information so that we know what we're doing. So we're just running into the woods with a sword.
Information would be.
Yeah. Okay.
Information
well,
is good.
Let's go find a tree that looks like a beast then, and then turn left for 3 miles or whatever. Whatever it was.
You follow the organization's very cryptic map until you find a computer repair store. Ooh.
Spooky.
Because it turns out that Ash's Haven, like how your front in your hometown is a laundromat, Ash's is a computer repair store. Closed down since his disappearance. Having the key from your organization, you open the shutters and head inside with very little difficulty. The inside of the storefront is dusty, having not been touched for at least a month or so, with various stacked boxes filling the cramped space full of different wires, computer parts, and chargers. You wonder where he would have kept any details or weapons for his real investigations. I'm assuming that you would like to search it, but who is searching, or if not searching, what other actions are you taking?
I mean, I would imagine that in the laundromat, we push a laundry machine aside, and then there's a door there, and it goes into the back and everything. So I feel like everyone in the agency probably has some sort of flair for dramatics. So I'd be able to find something that looks out of place, pull a book off a bookshelf or something. I don't know.
Cool. Okay.
I just look for signs of drama.
Signs of drama. Absolutely. You can make an investigator mystery, but before you do that, did anybody want to assist? There is a help action.
Oh, yeah.
It runs off cool. It can potentially help. It can potentially hinder. It is entirely dependent on how you roll. But is anybody looking to assist?
Yeah. You go? You want to help?
Ooh.
Sure. I'll assist Blair.
Quincy thinks about assisting, but realizes he'd be more of a hindrance.
The Quincy story.
Yeah, I think. You go on.
Oh, I can see that we've had a £20 donation. Thank you very much. Which means you have a fate point. So that could be a crit for the help or a crit for the. I assume you would prefer a crit for the investigator situation.
I mean, yeah. Can we be looking together and then Escher's like grabs
Absolutely.
something, and then my hand like touches Escher's a little bit, and then she's like, "Oh, sorry, no, you go ahead, you go ahead."
Did you want to?
No,
do it?
no, you got here first. I don't know what we're even looking at. It's fine. You're
All right.
yeah, go for it. What happened? Do we have to roll if we get an automatic crit? Can I roll just because I want to? What do we do?
So in terms of, because you all have two luck points, I called them fate points, that is not the system. You will have 2 luck points. You are allowed to use them after the roll. So if you would like to roll, we have that banked, or you can just go ahead and use it.
I mean, let's roll first. I don't want to, like, you know.
Give it a roll.
How do I do this? I've never done it before. Do I roll for cool, or what do we do for investigate mystery?
It's plus sharp.
First, we would have to. First, we'd want to roll the help action,
Okay.
because that affects your roll. So, Escher, could you make me a plus cool check?
Okay, plus cool.
She's so cool.
That is a 7. Would you like to trade that in for a 12? From the generous donations.
7 is a mixed success, right?
It is. It means you will help, but at a cost.
Let's just not have a cost right away. So
sure. I save that cost for later when we're gonna die.
I think that's fair. I think that's very wise. And it's pretty good because we had another £20 donation, so we have that luck point all the way back. Thank you very much, everybody.
Yay.
This is already shaping up nicely in the player's favor. In that case, I just realized that if you do crit on a help out action, it acts as if they rolled a 12. So Blair, you don't have to roll. You also crit your investigative
I
mystery.
didn't anyway. I was distracted. I just let them do it. Yeah, that was me helping. Is being like, you know what, you go ahead.
I see. So Blair didn't really do anything. We're just Blair
just blushed and looked awkward.
that accidental hand touch.
Yeah.
Escher is confused and focused.
Like, why are you being so weird?
Nice. Okay. Excellent.
Happened?
Well, yes. moving right along. In terms of the flair of dramatic, you are going to be disappointed because it seems that Ash has let you down in that regard. As you're looking for secrets, you basically don't find any, but you do stumble across a locked drawer that you're able to immediately pry open with the multi-tool that you brought with you. And you find a laptop full of potential secrets. And because you managed to roll so well, thanks to the wonderful, generous people donating, I'm not even going to make you figure out what the password is.
It's just password.
Yeah. Look,
it's
if he can't,
password.
If Ash didn't even bother to put like a secret staircase in his secret lair, then why is he gonna have a super cool pass? Probably not.
Honestly,
Probably
Blair's
not.
just disappointed. You know. I'm gonna write him up later.
Yeah, it's like, oh, no wonder he's gone missing.
Yeah,
can't even put a trap bookcase in here. But you do manage to stumble across his research before he headed out with his group. He gathered a little bit of information on this laptop in terms of what he believes was in Hawthorne Wood. And you find out, again, it confirms that the disappearances only happen on the full moon. Dog walkers in the local area speak of seeing a secret footpath that isn't usually there in the full moon light. Animals appear not to be harmed or affected. There are absolutely no There's absolutely no record of an animal disappearing. It just seems to be humans. And he believes, because of the nature of a secret path, he has narrowed it down to potentially a fae-like creature or some kind of nature spirit. But this is his hypothesis.
I take out the silver bullets and I put the iron ones back in. Son of a bitch.
Yeah. What is Quincy doing through all of this?
Okay, so I know it's about a month ago. Do we have like a day and time when Ash would have been here, or were our instructions vaguer than that?
You're not entirely sure when he would have last been here, but you would have a date and time of his disappearance. There would have been record of it in a local newspaper, so it has been almost exactly a month.
Okay. Interesting.
Well, okay, so I'm gonna try something, and we'll see whether you decide that it would work.
Let's go.
So while his colleagues are messing around with walls and secret doors and laptops and all that, Quincy clears out a space on the floor and sits down and starts laying out books around him. Some of them are leather-bound tomes. Some of them are library books. One of them is a dog-eared paperback about the Bermuda Triangle. He closes his eyes and starts to meditate. And mechanically, going to attempt to use magic to observe another place and time, specifically this place a month ago.
Ooh.
Excellent. I love it. I love it. I love it. Make me that weird check. Let's see if this spell goes off. We also have a +1 to this roll because of the £5 donation.
Awesome.
Ooh.
Well, can we bank that? Because 10 or 11 would be effectively the same.
Yes, I am a very kind GM, and I will allow
Benevolent.
this.
Kind of benevolent. I got you.
Excellent.
I donated for you.
So we will
donated?
bank that.
Yeah,
Can we do that? Can we donate for ourselves?
Well,
I
I
got
didn't
money.
donate for myself. I nominated Quincy.
Considering the money is going to a very worthy cause, I'm going to allow this.
Oh, I'm gonna win this game. I'm just kidding. I'm poor. I'm not gonna win this game.
Excellent. So 10. I believe that doesn't go off without any sort of glitches, right? I think that just works, which is very, unusual. I'm so used to magic having glitches. I'm never.
Although I will say, I don't know how specific the time needs to be, since I don't know exactly when I'm looking for. So,
Well, fortunately for you, magic understands what you're trying to find. So you're trying to peer into this place about a month prior. What specifically are you trying to find out with this spell?
so I know that the Ash was here presumably with his team. I know we know what his theory was. In Quincy's experience, the theory that gets written into the notes is rarely the real one. I mean, team leaders never really listen to what's really going on out there. So he is hoping to listen in on a like team meeting from Ash's team. What were the other theories?
You're a magical surveillance camera.
Something like that.
I love it. You're a magical drone.
Then, as Escher and Blair look over the laptop, you close your eyes. However you imagine this spell working, it goes off without a hitch, and you see Ash and 2 other team members sort of sitting with fold-up chairs in this incredibly cramped IT repair store. and they are having a discussion over what they think it could be. One of them is very adamant that it's a werewolf. The other two are like, that's just too easy. That's too easy. It's clearly not a werewolf. There would be more carnage. It wouldn't be this clean. That doesn't make sense. So one of them also has the theory that it could be that the wood is haunted with a ghost. Potentially the first person who went missing there could be a ghost and is dragging other people into the forest. So potentially a ghost is also thrown on the table. Ash seems less convinced about this because it has less connection to the full moon, but that is another option. And then, yeah, finally they seem like they were sold on the idea of it being a fae more than a nature spirit. They were gearing up with iron, and they seemed pretty adamant. One of them says something like, like they make a little bet, being like, I bet you £50 that it's a fae. And then the other guy is like, you're on. They shake hands, and that is where your vision ends.
Can I ask what it looks like to us when you do this? Like, are you just sitting in a circle? Is there like lights around you or anything? Are you like just like meditating? Like, what does it look like to us? Like on this computer, looking for like, what the fuck is he doing? Oh, you're muted, my friend.
Meditating in the middle of a circle of books. He's got one hand on the paperback about the Bermuda Triangle. He's got another one on a library book about ancient aliens.
Oh, I love him so much. Is this just hurting your soul, Escher? You're like, that's not real magic books.
It's fine. It's fine.
I pulled up a chair behind, just like looking over your shoulder, eating, trying the trying the till at the same time, see if it opens.
You probably overhear me mumble, I bet you it's a fae. You're on. In two voices you don't immediately recognize.
A fae. I've heard about those.
Go on.
Got any of those iron bullets?
Oh yeah, I here.
Oh, thanks.
I was like, take out all the silver ones and hand over the iron ones, because I didn't go with just one kind of bullet. I'm not.
Yeah, of course, you're a professional.
It's not my first. It's not my first rodeo.
You're a professional. I'm just making a note of what the guns are currently loaded with. They're currently loaded with iron. We all know this. Chat can confirm later. They're loaded with iron.
Ominous.
Brilliant.
Okay.
Does it look like around the this little room, are there like supplies that they would have used before they left? Are there any remaining?
In terms of supplies remaining, it would just be things that they didn't bring with them. So you've gotten the idea that you wouldn't be able to find any iron, probably no silver, just because it would be very, very silly to not bring it just on the off chance.
We're bringing the silver, don't worry.
Got everything.
We've got it all. We've got a bandolier.
They don't have any. They seem to have left behind things like holy water. That still seems to be in abundance. So you can definitely still see signs that there are people who kind of did monster hunting here, but like their supply hasn't been replenished since their last trip.
Got it. When he was talking about like the path to follow or whatever, is there like more information? Is it more cryptic bullshit, or is he like, the path, it's over here, it's clearly marked, it's called This Way Trail?
The mysterious path that the dog walkers were talking about, you mean?
Yes.
all it says in Ash's notes, they're not like coded or anything. It just says,
Yeah, because he's an idiot.
yeah, he has a password. It might be password, but that's okay. No one would
And he
try
only did that because the computer wouldn't let him not have a password, so he just put password in.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Government agents.
Yeah, the path. All it said was it's an alternate path that isn't usually visible.
Okay. I think we've found all the stuff we're gonna find here, right?
Yep, you feel pretty confident that you've gotten some information from the missing member of the organization. Is there anywhere else in this town you would like to explore, or would you like to head off? Are you feeling confident?
On the computer, did he have any witness reports, or did they go interviewing people before they went, or?
Yes, there is reports from dog walkers. Specifically,
so just the dog walkers.
I was gonna say if that wasn't there, we should go talk to the dog walkers. But here we are, all the information.
Okay.
Yeah, there is some reports from the dog walkers who have a local superstition about the wood ever since a year ago, where a woman went missing, and the next day her dog was found wandering about by itself, and ever since then they've had a superstition about the place. They seem to think that it is her ghost haunting the wood.
And that happened on a full moon as well?
It did.
I bet it did.
So there's nothing before that full moon. Is it exactly a year ago, or just a year ago, kind of?
You're not sure.
Okay.
There's nothing in the reports to say that was the first incident, but it's definitely what the dog walkers believe.
Right.
Okay.
Should we find this dog and bring it with us?
The dog.
Yeah, because dogs can smell ghosts apparently, and cancer. They're pretty cool. But also, it would maybe it would help us find this person. I don't know, pick up a scent or whatever. We can say no to this idea. I just
Has the dog got an owner? Do we have to bring the owner? Or are we just going to
steal
steal
someone's
someone's
dead.
dog?
The owner's dead.
But the dog might have been rehomed. It might have.
Sure, but
owner.
we're not gonna steal the dog. We're gonna ask the person can we borrow your dog to try to go find the ghost of its previous owner.
I'm not sure that would go well.
I'm good at asking people for stuff.
I'm not, because that's how I would ask. But you should ask, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
This might be a stupid idea. We don't need a dog.
Do you want me to ask that person for
It
their
just
dog?
seems there's a lot of dogs in the story. Is the thing.
I'll ask them. I'll ask them for their dog.
Cookie, when you say ask, do you mean ask nicely with a question mark, or do you mean ask period
with a crowbar?
Ask. Ask firmly.
We could
just
also
to be clear, did the dog walkers say that there's rumors of a secret footpath, or did any of them say that they had seen it, in which case they might know where?
In the report, it just says rumors. You may need to talk.
Okay, let's go talk to the person with the dog, and then maybe take the dog if they're down for that. Maybe they hate the dog. Maybe they're like, "Oh my gosh, I have this dog because the owner disappeared in the woods, and now I have this dog, and he won't go away." And
this is a lot of supposition. They might actually like the dog, and then it's going to be very difficult.
Yeah,
we're just borrow the dog. We're just gonna borrow the dog.
Well, do we even know who has the dog now? Do we just wander around and be like, "Hey, who has the dead woman's dog?"
I thought you nerds would have found that out in the machine in the box.
Do we know any names of the dog walkers in the village? Addresses, anything like that? Witnesses usually give their home address, probably.
You don't have any of that information.
Can I call my agency, because they probably know. I call Daddy.
I was gonna say, the same tone as "Can I call my mom?" Just
Can I call my
check.
mom?
I'm gonna grab some of those holy water bottles, stash those. You never know. You never know.
Nice. Since I know that contacting the organization is in fact one of the special powers, if you haven't taken it, I'm afraid they are being cryptic and you're on your own.
So in my character sheet, it says you get this, and then it doesn't say anything, and then it says then pick 3 of these moves. So I feel like it deleted a move
Yes.
for my agency thing. I don't know what it was. Do you know what it was?
I do not know. I do
Cool.
not know. But you should
Lost
have
in
3
the annals of
moves.
time. Yeah,
I've only got
that's
2
cool.
moves.
It can change. Okay, never mind.
I want
We've
another
just
sweet move.
we've just
boy.
had this very ominous GM laugh. I apologize. I'm going to clarify the cause of it. There was an incredibly generous donation from chat, a £50 donation, which some of you may remember.
Oh,
We get a dog! Sorry, that was loud.
Is a
We got a
special
dog?
unlock.
We got a-
So let's figure this one out, shall we?
They get to pick which like what companion we have, right?
Yes. Well, the thank you very much for your generous donation,
Oh my
Lux.
god.
Wow, thank you, Lux.
Yeah,
Lux, tell us what kind of pet we get.
it's definitely a dog.
Is it?
Is it?
Yeah.
Not a tortoise?
Yeah, we go find this dog and it's actually a turtle. What?
It's a turtle called dog.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Quincy was
Oh,
hoping
yeah.
for a raven, but
Does this mean that the dog just like we're talking about how to find the owners and the dog and stuff, and this dog just comes like scratching at the door and like leads us to the people? Because that's pretty cool.
You know what? I'm willing to run with this. We just had the donation. We want to get this dog into here as quickly as
I'm
possible.
gonna win this game.
So, as you're having this conversation about potentially threatening someone to steal their dog, you
We're still doing that,
all
right?
hear
Oh, okay.
you all hear a little rustle at the door, a couple of paws pouring at the door, and you look over and you see an adorable brown Labrador.
What? How have you done that?
She knew we'd go for the
Can I
dog.
pet the dog?
I told you other were creatures. It's a were dog.
How do I roll to
Immediately
pet the
pull out a
dog?
cookie from my bag of cookies. Here, Papa. Here, Papa. Come on. Waving the cookie. You look hungry, boy. You look hungry. Or girl, I'm not sure. Come on,
Oh my
here.
God.
The dog comes over and it takes the cookie. You're not sure if dogs are supposed to eat cookies, but this
Doesn't have chocolate. It's got no chocolate in it.
Okay,
think-
cool. Then it eats
I
it
think
anyway.
Lux has to name it, and we should find a collar on it that has the name that Lux picks for it.
Yes.
Unless that's part of the story and it has a name that's important to the plot.
You can name the dog.
Yes.
goodness.
Okay, we wait on an edge of our seats. Lux, tell us what our dog's name is.
You can do it, Lux. We believe
Yep.
in you.
We have the
No, we're
dog.
not naming it Doobie Scoo. Get out of here. No.
But anyway, yeah. While we're
Let's
waiting
move
for
on until we get a name.
while we're waiting for the name on the collar, I'm gonna keep an eye on chat. What do people want to do? We've fed the dog a cookie. What is the next course of action here?
I like to pet the dog.
Yeah, how
All
do we roll to
following
pat the
courses
dog?
of action revolve around the dog.
Yeah.
There is a dog in this game. All previous objectives have been completely disregarded.
I want to roll for cool to see how chill I am. There's a dog.
Dolly,
in
we've
this
got a
room
name.
right
It's
now.
Dolly.
Dolly. Oh, I like it.
Dolly,
Dolly.
brilliant,
Cute.
brilliant.
Okay.
I love it. You have Dolly the
Um,
dog.
Can I just go over and be like, dog, Dolly, Where's your home? Bring us to your home.
Wow. I
And
look
we'll
over
see if
to
it
Quincy
does.
and like, they teach dog language at the professional school.
It's English. I'm not barking.
You know what? You know what?
Can I?
Hold on. Quincy has a you know what, and I want to know what it is.
Yeah.
I think we have the same. You know what?
He's got his circle of books. He picks up a dog-eared
Dog-eared. I see
book
what you did
about
there.
Esperanto. And one of the options with Use Magic is communicate without a shared language.
It
Can you
is.
Can I
pass that
talk
on
to
me
the dog?
while I do it?
Sick.
You may use a magic spell to try and talk to the dog.
Oh my
You have a
God.
+1 from the previous donation.
I'm so excited to hear Dungeon's dog voice. Get ready, Dungeon. It's happening.
Get ready, chat.
Okay.
Get ready to clip this.
It may not be what you expect.
I hope not.
8.
I hope it's weird.
Oh,
So 8 is a success, but with a glitch. And as the GM, I get to pick the glitch. So I'm
The
going
dog's just an
to,
asshole.
for my own sake, I'm going to say the glitches. It has a short duration, so you can talk to the dog, but for this scene,
That's a good pick. Well done.
So Quincy, how does people hear you bark? Do you speak English? It's only you would understand the dog, but I'm assuming that you will relay the information.
yeah. I'm going to assume that, like most dogs, Dolly understands English just fine. It's just we can't understand them. So, whether I hear it as English, I'm not sure, but it makes sense in my head.
We will hear it as you can hear it as English. Everybody
Yeah.
else hears incoherent barking. So go ahead. Let's ask Dolly a few questions.
Oh man,
I'm just
I
gonna keep
should
talking
say
back.
my charm is -1. Hi, Dolly. Can you understand me?
Oh my god, you can hear what I can say. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Oh my god, who are you?
I'm Quincy, and this is rattle off
Hi,
off
Quincy.
names.
You're my friend.
I think we're looking for your human. Do you know where they might be?
Oh, wait, what human? I had lots of humans. They're all my friends.
Okay. Any of them gone missing lately?
You mean you mean gone away?
Sure.
Gone
Yeah.
to the farm, you know.
Yeah. You're probably talking about Nancy. I really liked Nancy. She was a good friend, and then she disappeared, and then I was sad. But then Daniel picked me up, and I wasn't sad anymore. But I do miss Nancy.
Okay. Can you help us find Nancy?
I would love to find Nancy. Do you know where Nancy is?
Not yet, but we're working on it.
Oh, can I help? I like to help. I'm good at helping.
Oh my god, I love
Daniel
Dolly
says
so
I'm a
much.
good girl.
I am sure that you are. And he's going to give some scritches.
Hey Quincy. Hey Quincy. Is it working?
Yeah. Dolly's a very nice dog.
Bark, bark.
Nancy disappeared. Then somebody named Daniel came into the picture. Dolly's not sure what happened to Nancy, but is willing to help.
Wasn't
Yeah,
Dolly
I
with?
left Daniel at the park. Daniel's looking for me right now at the park. He threw the ball, and I went to get the ball, and then I lost the ball, and then I lost Daniel, and then I ended up here.
Oh my god. Can you? Hey,
I have
Quincy.
days like that.
Hey Quincy,
Hmm.
wasn't Dolly with her when she disappeared? Like, can we get Dolly to take us to like the place that they last saw Nancy?
So Dolly, my friend is wondering about your pronouns, but I don't know if dogs have them. Do you know where you saw Nancy last?
Yeah, I saw Nancy in the forest with all the trees and the squirrels. There's so many squirrels. Are we gonna go chase the squirrels?
Maybe.
I'm gonna show you exactly where the squirrels are. I'm gonna go right now. You come chase me, and you let Daniel know I'm with the squirrels. Okay.
Same place as Nancy disappeared, though. I mean, there are squirrels all over.
Okay. Bark,
All right.
bark, 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 bark.
Come on. And I'm yelling to
And the
everybody else,
dog-
and I'm scurrying after the dog.
Oh, okay. See,
The
I
dog
said
runs
having
out.
a dog was a good idea.
The dog runs out of the IT store as quickly as she showed up. You don't know where Daniel is. He's probably worried, but it's probably fine if you return Dolly safely. You can deal with that. You can cross that bridge later. I assume everybody just sprints after this Labrador.
Yeah. Are we
Yeah.
gonna follow in the van, or is this on foot now? What?
It's like a footpath for dog walkers, right? So I imagine the car won't fit.
Oh, come on.
I mean, you can certainly try. I've seen you drive weirder places.
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
Okay.
You don't have
You're
to.
gonna
I mean, I could follow you. I mean, how wide is this thing?
Okay. In order to try to bring this Enigma
Engine.
engine, thank you. The Enigma engine. Make me an act under pressure to just your reflexes kick in order for you to be able to
Okay.
follow the dog and not lose sight of your team and Dolly.
Oh, okay. Oh, here we go.
Are you like a driver? Isn't that part of your thing though? Does it give you like
I didn't take driver.
You stupid man.
Oh, actually, sorry, I'm keeping. Do you know what?
I'm sorry.
Thanks, Katie.
I'm getting too deep into character. I'm sorry. I have -2 charm. Bet you wish you did.
Kind of do now.
You know
I
what?
wasn't expecting to be driving down
You know
dog
what?
tracks, but here we are.
You know what? The chat is also being kind. We do have another £20 donation for 12, so you are free to make that roll, or you can
Guys, are we
cash
killing
that
this?
in.
I mean, I don't know what the real advantage of driving a van along a dog track is.
But you would do it.
I would absolutely
Commit
do
to your
it.
character.
I haven't got great cardio, so I don't want to be running after a dog. I'm gonna drive.
Plus, we need
Just
somewhere to hide if it
stay
goes
back
badly.
a little. Dolly's kind of excitable. I don't want her getting
Yeah.
distracted
I'm
by the
gonna
idea of taking
hang
a
back.
ride.
I'm gonna hang
Just gonna
back. I've got,
chase the dog car.
but I've got, I've got headlights on this thing, so it's gonna light up the path a lot better than.
Oh, that's actually really smart. This is
Yeah.
dark.
That's right here, right?
Not
Brilliant.
just
So
a
just
tote
so I
rack.
have this right. So we've got a crit. This is great. You have incredible reflex. You know exactly what's going to happen with this dog. You know that she's going to just run on out of the way, and you know that she's probably going to go to the forest because that's where Quincy probably asked her to go. So you get in. And I'm assuming, Quincy, you're on foot chasing after Dolly. Where is everybody else going? Are we in the van or are we chasing on foot?
I'll be on foot for sure because I want to be like my guns are strapped to me and stuff, and like looking for danger
Awesome.
while we run through the woods.
I'm in the van.
Cool. Brilliant. We have Cookie and Esha in the van, and then we have Blair and Quincy on foot with Dolly. Brilliant. This seems like a good time for a break as we're about to go to Hawthorne Wood. There we go. This one, Hawthorne Wood, spooky.
Woo!
So we will be gone for about
10 minutes while we have a bio break and refill our water. Until then, please stick around for part 2 of our spooky adventure. See you soon. Take us away, Sassy Pan. Hello, we're back. Hello, and we've all got the sway going on now. I hope everybody had a good break. Congratulations to everybody who won something in the giveaway during the break. We have rehydrated, and I believe we're ready to continue. So, where we left off our group, we were running/driving to Hawthorne Wood, ready to investigate. And as we head there, it's perfect timing because its dusk seems to be falling and the night is starting to settle in and the moon begins to shine out in the sky. The woods at night is eerily still, with a few nocturnal creatures stirring. Still, it is beautiful in its own way. The public footpaths are clearly marked, with the rest of the wood dense and hard to navigate. It is incredibly unlikely that those who went missing ever deviated from the path. Dolly runs down the path like lightning. You're not entirely sure if she knows where she's going, but no matter where she's going, she is getting there quickly. As you traverse, you notice a fork in the road. One side curves round into the shadow, back the way you came, while the other is bathed clearly in the light of the moon. As you look at the two paths, you feel almost compelled to take the moonlit path, although you're not sure why. Dolly immediately sprints down the path with it like lit in the moon, screaming about squirrels and being very excited to be back here again. Are you all happy to continue down this path?
Quincy would follow Dolly to the end of the earth.
I don't know if happy is the right term, but we're going to do it.
Excellent. Okay.
And a little bit further behind, you can see like the Enigma engine, Cookie's in there, and if you look down, and Cookie has changed. Like there's a little tiny gear stick which goes from 2-wheel drive to 4-wheel drive, and he flicks a switch on the dashboard, and like an LED bar lights up, boom. And he flicks another switch and LEDs under the side. Boom.
Cookie's here for the vibes.
That's right. The Enigma engine.
The Enigma engine is going excellent. Terrific. As you traverse down the moonlit path, you notice how clear the sky is, enabling you to see the stars and the full light of the moon. Some of you may take comfort in this. Others may be unnerved as your phone reception immediately tanks, not being able to pick up on any kind of signal. And after a few minutes of following Dolly down this path, you notice that it seems to end abruptly. In front of you is the wood, the trees growing together thickly, but not so much that you couldn't squeeze through. However, the path itself seems to have ended. You take a look behind you and you see the Enigma machine, but behind that, you notice that the landscape has also changed. That path is not quite as straight and simple as it was moments ago, almost as if the foliage has moved around you. And at this point, I feel inclined to tell all of our players that we've had another incredibly generous £50 donation. Thank you very much.
Another dog?
Well, I believe that's up for debate. I believe that's up for debate. I don't know if
do you want to let them choose what they want to do to us?
If the person is in chat who donated, you are free to pick the creature. As long as it's a mundane creature and you can find it in the wood, we can run with it.
Please don't pick a squirrel. It's going to be carnage. It's gonna be carnage.
Is it a bird? Is it a raven?
It could be a raven. We will have a see.
We'll
We'll
see.
see if the chat lets us
Nevermore.
know. Until then, we'll just continue and we will introduce our new animal friend as and when they are picked. A crow.
A crow.
Yeah, let's crow.
Oh, we got
A
raided as
crow.
well. Hey, raiders.
Yeah,
Raiders.
you have come in at a great time. Thank you for joining.
We're about to get a pet. Another
We're
one.
about to get a second pet.
A spooky pet.
Hmm. As Dolly the dog, the first pet, squeezes through the trees and runs off just out of sight, you're not entirely sure where she's gone. And for a moment, the two of you on foot, that would be Quincy and Blair, have a moment of panic. You think you've lost the dog. And then, for a second, you see a crow kind of caw. You hear it in the just above you, and it lands on a branch in front of the two of you. What would you like to do?
Just gonna slowly reach for my rifle just in case.
Just like an hour ago, Quincy was wishing for a crow, a raven, something of that variety. At the moment, he barely even notices he's completely consumed in following.
My God, where's Dolly?
Dolly.
Do we in the van see the crow?
You probably see that in front of you, the pathway has become quite narrow, and unless you can do something incredibly ingenious, potentially big, you may have to leave the van here.
What? Leave.
Blair puts up the like stop symbol that probably no one understands to like tell them to stop. There's a bird.
Stop.
Cool.
Gotta get out. I gotta get out of it. All right. It's cold out. I'll go. In my head.
I'm sure the van will be fine,
Okay.
Cookie.
Let's go.
You get out of the
Slowly,
van.
everyone, there's a bird, and it's watching us.
I hold up a cookie to the bird.
The crow takes your generous donation. Num 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 num.
I think Escher, watching this bird devour this cookie, is going to mutter under her breath and start to trace a series of symbols on the back of their hand. And I'm going to use magic to
Excellent.
communicate with this bird.
Please do roll that
God.
weird check for me to try and talk to the crow.
What will a crow sound like? What will a crow sound like?
So I have a +1 forward to use magic already, so I'm going to save my plus ones.
Okay, so you don't want to, because you have 2 +1s from the generous donations.
So I can use multiple +1s.
I'm going to allow this, yes.
Okay.
Yes, let's use them for the most important things. Talking to animals.
I'm gonna save one of them.
Okay,
Can
cool.
you,
That
can
is
you,
okay.
Can you add it after the fact, or do you have to like call it first?
Since you can use luck points after the fact, I will allow you to add it after the fact.
Perfect.
Yay.
Since people have donated, we do want to make use of all of these generous donations.
Yes.
So
Ooh.
that's a 9 base.
Use one.
Okay.
So I will use 1.
You'll make it permanent. Excellent. Excellent.
Oh my God. You need a minute to figure out what this crow voice is gonna sound like for the rest of the episode? Or are you good?
I'm good. I'm good. I have a
Let's
voice
go.
in my head.
Do you also have a crow that's gonna pop up? Because that's
Oh,
cool.
I'm here for this.
Do you know what? I feel like I've been very prepared, but I do not
No
have
pressure,
a crow.
Dungeon.
Oh, it's okay.
It'll be just you're gonna have to get used to just my beautiful face. But imagine that there's a crow on screen. How do you introduce yourself to this crow, Escher?
So the crow is on a branch.
Yes.
Escher is going to walk just before being under the branch, tilt their head up, and I think they will just sort of cock their head to the side and then offer a hand and say, "Would you like to speak your piece?"
Oh, Asher's so cool.
The crow looks at you as you offer your hand and says, "You shouldn't be here."
Oh my god, he's holding a crow. Oh my god.
I do appreciate the prop.
It scared me for some reason. I don't know. This is spooky. Let's go.
I'm so sorry. It's so weird that I had this
so
handy.
good. I love it.
Perfect. It's perfect.
Oh, I missed the pen!
Kay, are you all right? Do you
No.
need a moment?
This is why I can't play scary video games. Let's go.
Okay, but hearing you shouldn't be here, Escher will say, "We're aware, but why shouldn't we be here?"
Because the mother of the forest will get you.
And who is this mother?
That's her name. She doesn't like humans.
Where can we find her?
In the center of the forest.
Escher is going to turn back to the rest of the group. The mother of those is in the center of the forest.
Blair's gonna realize she's now pointing her gun at Escher and is like, "Oh no, I think we're good." To go back. Like, "Oh, sorry."
As Escher just looks at it for a moment, then does not seem bothered.
Can the crow take us there? She sounds nice.
Where's Dolly?
Would you be willing?
Oh yeah, where's Dolly?
Okay, at this point, I'm gonna ask, can I investigate a mystery of to help me find Dolly?
You may. You have a +1 from a donation.
Okay,
Nice.
I have a 10 without using the one.
Excellent. You can hang on to that one for later. For a 10, I believe you could ask 2 questions that are on the investigate a mystery list.
Uh-huh.
I assume you want to ask, well,
Where did it go?
Where did it go? Yeah, that'll work, because investigate a mystery, read a bad situation is the same role. I can't remember which way the questions go, but we'll go with that. You look around, desperate to find where the dog has gone, and you manage to pick up on some tracks that are leading through the undergrowth. You believe Dolly will be at the end of these tracks.
Okay. I realize I'm new here, but general sense Dolly is heading to, say, the center of the forest, where we know this thing is.
Right, that's where I'm going. And yeah, I draw my rifle and hold a torch against the front of it, and then just head in.
Nice.
Hashtag die for Dolly.
100%.
You all go.
Quincy's going to charge after Dolly, but also going to use my other question from the
Ooh,
investigating
yes.
mystery.
Please do.
Ooh. What happened here, or what is being concealed here? I'm going to say what is being concealed here.
What is being concealed here? Well, everything is currently not as it seems. You entered a forest, and then the forest seemed to change around you. You believe that this isn't just disorientation. You believe that perhaps the trees really did move.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah, I plunge off after Dolly.
Excellent.
Can
You all... Ooh.
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say, before we like plunge off, like I feel like Blair is not a like just run into danger without thinking type of person. Can I roll to read a bad situation?
Yes, you may.
Okay, I'm gonna do that right now. I can do that because I'm good at this. Okay, so I have tactical genius as one of my moves. So when I read a bad situation, I roll with cool instead of sharp.
Excellent, then
Do
yes.
that now and submit. Ooh, mixed success. Okay, what does that mean? I get to hold one?
Yeah, I believe so. Yes, you get to hold one.
Okay. Sorry, I have so many tabs open. I think I want to know, are there any dangers we haven't noticed?
Are there any dangers you haven't noticed? Well, you have noticed that the trees have moved around, but you haven't noticed that aside from your new crow friend, there doesn't appear to be many other creatures around anymore. They were when you entered the wood, but not anymore.
Okay. Have the trees behind us moved at all again since we've got here, or is it just to like cover the path it came from?
It seems like the path is blocked, but
Okay.
nothing else has moved as of yet.
Okay. It's not like Burnham Wood approaching Dunsinane. It's not coming to get us from behind.
Not yet.
It's a Shakespeare reference for you guys. Okay, then I will follow. But like, if they're plunging after Dolly, I think I'm gonna take up the rear and like walk quickly, but with purpose, and while like looking, with like my shotgun out.
You keep a good eye out. Eye out. That's good. Protect the pack.
Can I ask the crow, as everyone is parting, will you come with us?
The crow caws in affirmation and will hop onto your shoulder if you are comfortable with it, and we'll come along for the ride. Intent to see how this plays out.
Hopefully the good people don't take too much offense to us.
Can
Blair
I
will
ask
go after.
Oh yeah. Can I ask what Escher looks like? I don't feel like we got a physical description of anybody, and I'm super curious.
Oh, Escher looks like how I look currently. So they have medium length hair. That is, most of it is pulled back, but some still falls in their face. They have a few rings dotted around their fingers, but really dressed very dark turtleneck, dark cargo pants. And you have seen before working with them that when they roll up their sleeves that they have these tattoos all over. And that's where they access magic.
Oh man, Blair's like taking up the rear and just like looking at Escher with this bird on their shoulder, and is like, this is the coolest person I've ever seen in my entire life. Holy shit. but looking.
Also carries a sword.
Also
currently carrying a sword and a gun and a dagger.
Silver sword.
Yeah.
Sick.
And they're
Brilliant.
tattooed. Like, okay.
They're currently trying to figure out how they're gonna put this in. Like, talking animals do well in manuscripts. That's fine.
You all run off in the direction of Dolly, and eventually you hear her barking. You don't know what she's saying because unfortunately that power has run out. We won't have that again. But you manage to find her as she happily, triumphantly even, sits upon what she believes is a large stick. However, the rest of you see it slightly differently.
Oh no. Oh,
You
no.
see a wooden statue of a man lying on the ground, looking as if he'd been dragged across the floor. A tree root is wrapped around the statue's ankle.
Oh, Ash, you fool.
Oh no, Ash.
What
Is it
happened to
Ash?
you, Ash?
We assume it's Ash just because of the
This
picture here, but I feel like
dungeon-
I feel like I would know if it's Ash or not because I've met Ash.
That's incredible carving woodwork, or something a lot creepier.
I think it's something a lot creepier. We should just always assume it's something a lot creepier. I feel like
You're
everything's
right.
creepy
You're
all
right.
the time. Yeah.
Yep. I'm on high alert right now. This is bad.
Dolly, don't chew on Ash.
I mean, is this reversible or?
I have no idea. He's wood now,
So
so.
the wooden statue. It's,
Why is he blinking at me then?
No, genuinely, does this seem like a completely wooden statue, or does it seem like someone trapped inside a casing of wood or something like that?
Is it just like bark skin?
Yeah.
You can, I'd say, investigate a mystery.
Can I
Cool.
help? Because I'm up there like being like, yep, that's Ash. I'll just poke it.
If
Well,
you would
while-
like to, if you'd
While
like
we're doing
to
that, I just want
help,
to. Oh, sorry, carry on.
if you'd like to help, could you roll me a cool check?
Oh, I can absolutely really cool check.
Can I just
Bear
poke
in mind
along the
that-
vine as well as they're doing that? Can I sort of like with my
Absolutely.
follow the vine along a little bit with my shot? I'm gonna swap to a shotgun and just
Okay.
with a torch and follow the vine a bit.
I got a 9, so that's a mixed success. Does that hinder? Should I use? Do we have any more? We have more points, right, from the chat?
I don't
I
think we have
have-
any points from Blair. This is.
Oh, right. No one likes
so-
me. Everyone likes Ren. I forgot. Sorry. Okay, I'll just poke it. I'll just poke it and see what happens. With the tip of my gun.
Escher does get a +1, but you expose yourself to danger, Blair. So if you're happy, you can either come up with how you're doing that. Maybe you're lowering your gun because you're.
Well, I'm poking it
So-
with the end of my rifle, so like it's my rifle's
Okay.
busy right now.
Brilliant.
I'm also not
Good.
looking anymore. That was
It's
how I
true.
was helping.
Okay. But Ren, if you want to investigate a mystery check with +1 from Blair's help, you also have a +1 still from the donations of the audience. And welcome, Raiders. Thank you for joining us.
Hi.
Hey, Raiders,
Right.
welcome in.
Yes.
Welcome in.
Okay.
We have 2
Sure.
pets that are about to die. Just catching
Did
them
you
up.
No, they are not gonna die.
We are
I'll-
investigating the case of the
Wooden
wooden
man.
statue.
I'll just roll it.
I have so many
So
jokes
I'll
that
use
are
the-
probably inappropriate.
I'll use one of them to bring up my failure to a mixed success.
Okay.
Okay, so we're on. So we're using. We've got the +1 from Blair. Was that in part of
Yes.
the 6? Okay, so
No, I didn't put that in. I just rolled
no.
it. big.
Okay, cool. So it would be a 7, and then do you want
Yeah.
to use the +1 from the audience, or do you want to hang on to that?
There's already a
I
mixed
don't think
success.
there's
with
much.
7.
Yeah, I don't think there's much difference between.
Yeah, it
Yep.
doesn't tip it over, does it?
No.
Yeah.
No,
Save it.
brilliant.
Save it when we're
So-
done.
but
You
I'll
get
save
to
that one still.
ask. Brilliant. You get to ask one question. Things that may be relevant is what happened here.
Yes.
or what is going to be concealed here?
I'll do what happened here.
What happened here? You look over this statue and you believe that this is not a man encased in wood. You think they have been, I believe the word is ligified, which means turned to wood. This
He's
person
been
has been turned to
Pinocchioed.
wood. However, if with the right spell, potentially they could be saved.
Above game, how disturbing is it that English has a word for turned into wood?
I looked it up
I feel
before
like
the
a
stream.
7 out of 10. Like it's happened before. Like
So if I were to try to use magic to do something beyond human limitations, would that help in this situation?
It might.
is this our
It
goal right now?
might.
Do we want to? I guess that'll help us figure out what we're fighting. But also, like,
Well, I mean, the downside of it is if I don't, then he's would maybe forever, unless by defeating whatever caused this,
right?
it
Yeah.
fixes it.
Okay,
And
if you're
this
gonna
might
do,
explain what happened to every other person that disappeared.
That's
Is
fair.
this the only one that we see?
I was gonna say, like, if you're gonna do some crazy magic, I'm gonna start like walking the perimeter.
Yeah.
Would you allow two different kinds of magic to mix?
What are we talking about here?
Quincy would very much like to. Quincy's going to pull out of his satchel a small glass pyramid and start kind of waving it along the wooden guy's body, kind of shaman-like, kind of Star Trek medicine like, and he's trying to how does it say it? Banish a spirit or curse from my person, object, or place.
I love that this is absolutely 100% a white guy trying to use magic. It makes me so happy. It's like a little bit of Star Trek, a little bit of lore, a little bit of weird objects. It'll work. I love it.
That sounds like a pretty good idea to me. I'm quite
100%.
happy for well, the two of you have a rapport, don't you? You're both trying to mentor each other. And so I can see the two of you working together to try and cast this spell to try and reverse whatever has happened to this poor man. So in order to have that as a roll, it is entirely up to the two of you. I would like one of you to roll a help check and one of you to roll a weird use magic or whatever custom ability you have.
Okay, I am really bad at help.
um,
I hinder. I have a
Just
negative
in,
one.
just in general, really bad at help.
Okay, I can help you with this. Like getting down to the nitty-gritty and trying to get you to focus in on this specific thing. So I will try to help you. Cool. It's cool, right?
It's super
read
cool.
Yes, help is cool. So if you could please, you could just please roll that check, and then we'll do the magic afterwards.
Okay. 10.
Excellent.
Woo!
You don't put yourself in any danger. You just help. It help. It goes off without a hitch. That is a +1, and you also have a +1 still from the audience, Quincy. So feel free to roll this spell.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and roll it with the +1 from help. We'll see whether I need to do anything else.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to use a point of luck and make that a 12.
Yes, you can, because everybody has 2 luck points just banked. Absolutely. You can make that a 12. There are no glitches. It is not temporary. The two of you work together, and the spell, the curse, whatever it is lifted as the wooden statue becomes flesh.
But still dead.
Oh no! I'm still poking it.
No. He's alive. He's alive. Ash abruptly takes a large gasp of breath as his lungs fill with air, a look of horror still stuck to his face. He looks around panicked, slowly taking in your presence and returning to reality. What? Who are you? Oh God, tell me it's dead.
It?
Ah!
You mean the
What
mother?
What is it?
Wait, just
Yeah,
tell
dude,
me
you
who
were
you
wood.
are.
You were wood, dude.
Yeah, I noticed.
Also, you know who I am. Hey.
Dolly, come away from him. Yeah, have a cookie, Dolly.
Stop chewing on him.
Yeah.
He's clutch now.
Bark.
I've got another cookie for Dolly.
Dolly accepts your cookie. Ash looks very confused for a second. It's like he's trying to take in his bearings and says, we probably don't have much time. Just what do you know? Who are you? Do you know what we're
We're the
dealing
team
with?
that was sent after you when you went missing approximately a month ago. I'm not sure how that time has felt like for you.
It's been a month,
At
he
least.
says, looking incredibly disarmed by that information.
Yeah, you were turned into wood, just like, and Quincy's going to start rattling off all kinds of conspiracies and myths about people being turned into wood, because when the flake spends a point of luck, you pick an aspect of the current situation, and Keeper tells you what other conspiracies that aspect connects to. I don't think there's anything useful here, but Quincy doesn't make that distinction. He starts rattling off all kinds of things about people being transformed into wood.
Yeah, you're
Hey, Dungeon,
absolutely
hey,
free
Dungeon,
to
make
make
up
that
some
up.
lore right now. Make up a bunch of lore right now on the spot.
I'm absolutely willing to just kick that back, and anything you come up with, have fun. You can have fun with that, or we can just leave that there. I'm happy either way.
Yeah, I'm willing to leave it as just just flavor. Ash asked what happened, and he's getting a very thorough answer.
Yes,
Boy.
he is.
Blair will step forward and just put a hand on Quincy's shoulder and just be like, okay, yes.
But I didn't even get to the buy-ins yet.
I know, but I don't think we have time for all of that.
Are you hungry, Ash? Pat? Do you want a cookie?
Is this why they call you Cookie? Is this how you make friends with everybody?
Who doesn't like cookies?
I love cookies.
Do you want a cookie too?
Yes.
We don't have time for cookies.
We weren't friends until now. Sorry, Ash. Hey, I met you before. I met you at training. What's up? Hey, what's up?
Look.
Hey.
Hawthorne Wood is mostly like any other, but the path that opens up in the light of the moon, it's different. It's not part of the rest of the wood. It's like its own pocket dimension, and we're trapped inside it. And all the trees here are like a single organism connected under the roots, and it controls everything here. It's like a deranged forest spirit or something. Nowhere is safe, and our only hope is to find the tree at the center and destroy it, and I have no idea how to find it.
Oh my god, this is like a video game I played recently. What the hell? Is this like something? Is this like mushrooms? Is this something to do with mushrooms?
No.
Okay.
No mushrooms. No, it's too scary.
I'm still contemplating about the video games and the mushrooms and all that stuff. You all hear a whisper on the wind as a voice cuts through you. Stay with me and become my children. Listen to how they sing to me. And then as you prepare your guns, you notice that the trees around you start to shake as you all hear some spine-chilling cracks. And you notice them all jolt. They move as if they're in pain, swiftly yet haphazardly, like a person trying to wiggle free of a straitjacket while rooted to the floor. And across the trunks open up hideous maws, which start wailing with the sounds of human cries for help. I can't see! Oh God, I can't feel my face! Please save us! Save us!
Are they like coming towards us like they're going to attack us, or are they just like letting us know that they're here?
They are screaming, and the branches all whip out towards all of you individually. Can we have? How would you like to deal with this situation? Are you defending? Are you dodging? And that will depend on what role you have.
I'm gonna kick some ass.
Nice. How do you do that?
I shoot it with my shotgun.
Nice. You shoot one of these wailing trees with a shotgun. Roll that kick some ass check.
Tough default. Input value. 7. Ooh.
7. I'm just double checking if we have any other treats for Cookie.
I did have one from.
You do have one, but yeah, I think that would just push it to an 8. So
I'm going to use my luck point.
Yep. Brilliant. Okay, use
one
luck point. One of your 2 luck points.
Yep.
Which means you get to either completely hold the advantage and give +1 to everyone else. You suffer no harm. Your attack afflicts double damage, or you drive the enemy away en route.
Is it just what? There's multiple enemies, right? Or is it just
there
one?
Are it's all the trees in the immediate area.
That seems like a lot. I'll give a success to someone else.
Cool. That's a +1 forward to everybody else. So it's not an instant success, but it's a +1 forward to everybody else.
That's nice.
Okay.
Cool.
I'm gonna. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Just very quickly, you shoot at the tree, and you shoot off one of the branches, disabling it. It's not able to attack. Then, Katie, if you would like to go next.
Does it scream when he does that? Like, do the people inside of it feel it?
It definitely screams.
Ah! Okay. I'm going to step in front of Escher, because Escher's, I think, still on like the ground after doing the magic stuff, and just like pull out my shotgun and no, we haven't leave no one alive, but we had just saved this dude. Here's the thing. I'm having a conundrum where like these trees are people, so maybe we shouldn't just annihilate them, but they might annihilate us first. So I'm gonna shoot.
Don't overthink it, Blair.
Okay, and I'm gonna shoot one So I'm gonna kick some ass. I don't remember how to do that.
Excellent. You've also just received a treat from chat. So if you,
Yay! I was feeling very unpopular because everyone else had lots of treats and I didn't get any. So you made my ego happy. Okay, but I also have a +1. I have a +1 from Cookie too, right? Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna roll for tough. We're gonna add the +1 from Cookie.
Dungeon, can I have scooped up Dolly in one arm and the other arm just shotgunning?
How do I roll 0 if I had a +1?
How did you roll
Something's
0?
broken there.
That's not right.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna do the same thing that I just did just to see if I just fucked it up somehow. Okay, so
That is
Do
impossible.
Do
You just roll in
I
zeros.
do I
Something's
just add a
broken.
1? There we go. Okay, it's because I put +1 instead of just 1. It just goes to 0. I guess I don't
okay.
know. I glitched it.
There we
So I
go.
got
It's
so I got a 10.
A 10. Excellent. Yes, yes, Cookie, you can definitely have Dolly under your arm.
Yes.
So that's with the +1, but not you're still banking the treat from the donations, correct?
Yes, because that's a success. So I'll save it for when I'm dying.
Excellent. So you get to choose. You get to attack, and you get to choose an extra effect on a 10+. So you can either inflict terrible harm, a +1 to your usual harm. You can suffer less harm, so you can basically take -1 off of their attack, or you can force them where you want them, or you can give +1 forward to one person.
I think my goal was to protect the group, and so I'm gonna try to just force it back, away from us, and see if it can be moved, because it's a tree, right? So they've been moving. Are they rooted still?
It is a tree, and it is rooted, but you can
okay.
How we can flavor you move them where you want them is that we can set up somebody else for their next move.
It's okay. They don't move, so I'm not gonna move them where I want them. I'm gonna inflict terrible harm.
Yes, definitely. So what is the harm of your weapon that you've
That's
currently...
a great question. Where's my shotgun? 3 harm.
Cool. So that would
close. It's close and messy, and so that's 4 harm to the tree. I'm sorry, dude inside of it.
Yep, you shoot a great hole into this tree out of panic, and it wails in pain. Who is next?
Sorry.
It's okay.
I was saying sorry to the tree, not you.
Oh, okay.
sorry.
Can I? We still have Ash.
You do. He's here. He's looking like he's going to jump into action as well. He is, however, injured and unarmed, so how useful he is up for debate. He is probably in need of protection.
Okay. I said I'll say to him, the tree in the center. We have to destroy it. Just checking for confirmation.
He nods. He nods frantically.
Okay. Can I read a bad situation and see what is the route out of here towards, to get to there without taking harm?
You can absolutely try to do that. Please roll read a bad situation.
Okay. Read a bad situation is plus sharp. Okay.
And you have a +1 because of Cookie.
Yay.
And those aren't bankable, so you may as well use that.
Cool. I'll just do that then. A 13.
Oh,
cool. We are having all of the critical hits in this game. It's fantastic.
Let's go.
You can ask me any question you want, not just the listed ones, and you did. So we can go with answering the question as you said it to me.
Okay.
Right. You want to get out of here without taking harm and find the tree in the center. Well, you look at your little crow friend on your shoulder. You believe that they can take you there. So you have your way of going. In order to get there without harm, though, you're going to need to... Well, it's hard to get around the trees. They're quite close by. So you're going to need a way to either duck down out of their reach, or you're going to need some kind of shield, whether it's magical, or you just going to have to run through it and hope for the best.
Okay. I guess I can try to enact a kind of magical shield. But it's not going to get everyone out. which is what I would like. So, okay.
It would be hard. I suppose
Yeah.
the other thing, since you rolled so well, one other thing that potentially could be an idea is these are clearly wailing spirits in these trees.
Yes.
If you were to exercise these trees, then perhaps they would stop moving.
Okay. But that will be on my next turn to try to do that. Yeah. Okay.
That would be quite a big action. So
Yeah.
let's have a look to Quincy. Yes.
Yeah. Can I communicate that to him?
Absolutely. What do you want to say?
Just like looking around and figuring that information out. I'll be like, these people are trapped. They need release from this place. Try your best.
Okay. So Quincy kind of vaguely hears that. He's kind of shutting down at this point because he's being attacked by trees, and the trees are people, and the people are being hurt, and his mind is full of all these stories about innocent people being turned into trees, just like these trees that are attacking him. And he resorts to the piece of equipment that he does in situations like this. Pulls on his tinfoil hat, the only thing he's got that lets him focus, and he's going to take Escher's hand in one hand and his pyramid in the other. He's going to attempt. He's going to try the same use magic that he did earlier on Ash, and see if he can make it an area of effect to banish a spirit or curse from a person, object, or place, namely whatever's controlling the trees from, at least from the trees, if not banish the treeness from the people. Managed to help Ash earlier. Maybe he can do that to these trees. Maybe.
If not, I'd like to help Quincy.
How would you like to help?
Just like protect him, like get round him, with Dolly and a shotgun, and surround him just so he can focus.
Okay, so you want to like
make it like a tiny safe space.
Yeah, so you want to like protect someone.
Yep, protect someone. Absolutely.
Basically.
Actually, can I change my mind? One of the other effects of use magic seems like a better choice here. Bar a place or portal to a person or type of creature. We will heal these tree things later, but I want to bar them from right around us.
Okay, so you want to banish the immediate area? Is that what you're trying to do, or block them?
Basically, like keep away. Step back, let us do what we have to do, and then we'll help you. The
okay,
idea.
Cool. So not banish, just like prevent them from hurting you. Okay, yeah. I like this plan. It's very big and magical, and I like the way it's shaping up. So we had another treat for you, Cookie. So if we can get your protect someone roll.
Yeah, can I do that?
So we can see how. Yes, please.
All right, fantastic. Protect someone. So I just took the dice. Do I add any plus minus forward? What's that?
That's if you want to add a plus
That
one.
would be so you don't. Yes. So if you want to add a +1, you have a +1 from the audience. You can add that in, or you can wait until after the roll.
Okay, I'll just roll it straight, and then can I add it after if I need to? Is that right?
Yes, you may.
13.
My gosh. How?
It's our
yes,
time.
you are.
Yes!
Cookie is on this.
Oh my god!
Thank you so much.
Whoa!
Thank you, chat. That was chat who helped there.
Thank you, chat.
Yes. Both you.
I've got
and-
Dolly in one hand, the shotgun in the other hand.
You're John Wick. You're John Wick.
I'm freaking John Wick. I've got my woolly hat on because it's cold in the woods. And I'm just
We're both looking
Yes.
fashionable in our hats.
yeah, and I just stood like over like Quincy, just like around.
Both you and Quincy are just you form a tight perimeter, and nothing is going to get in and prevent him from casting this spell. Absolutely well done, Quincy. Feel free to use your magic. You have a +1 forward from Cookie from his previous roll, and I think that's I don't. But you still have a banked +1, correct?
Yep, I still have 2
Go
banked
for it.
+1s and 1 banked luck. So Quincy's got his hat. He's got his pyramid in one hand. He's got Escher's hand in the other. Go away! Go away! Go away! Go away! And I'm going to use my other luck and make that a 12.
I thought you might.
That's
Okay,
fair.
so you're out of luck.
Yep.
You're out of luck, but yes, you make it a 12. Your spell goes off. Do you want to describe how it looks?
Well, we know that things in this forest can move because the path moved and the trees behind us moved. It will be difficult to describe exactly what happens as it's happening, but basically, the trees that are rooted in the ground are still rooted in the ground. They're just rooted in the ground like 50 feet away. So there is a clearing where we are.
Excellent. That's
Cool.
amazing. You do that, and you're all momentarily safe. You have a moment to breathe, and that means that the trees around you currently aren't able to reach you. So, Escher, you had a plan to try and get to the center. Would you like to try to lead everyone, or
Yes.
what would you like to do?
I'll just stay quick behind me and like sweep the crow off of my shoulder and send it forward flying.
She's so hot.
The crow-
Oh my god.
Dude, I love this so much. I feel like Blair just like speeds. Like I feel like Blair is generally the one that would be like doing the leading, and when she's like, "Okay, follow me," Blair's just like, "Ah," and then just sends this raven off and like starts stalking forward majestically, and Blair's like, "I'll take the rear."
I'll defer
Just draws,
to
Yeah.
draws the
Majesty.
sword out and has it in
Yeah.
the hand prepared.
Absolutely.
I-
The crow
can
knows
I-
exactly what you were. Oh, go for it.
Can I just like roll to read a bad situation just to see how I can help in this plan? I assume so. Like you're just trying to reach the like middle tree that's the heart one.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So can I roll to read a bad situation and see if I can get more information to help us?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. I'm going to read a bad situation. I'm gonna roll with cool.
While Blair is rolling, question to Dungeon. When Blair said, "Wait a minute, can I take that as advice?"
Oh God. Can you not?
Can you yes? Can you please?
I think that was advice.
That was advice. Absolutely, 100%.
Would
One of
you
the
like
Flake's
to-
abilities is contrary. When someone gives me advice and I don't follow it, mark experience. If I do the opposite of their advice, +1 ongoing. So I'm gonna, if Escher will allow me, we're still, I'm still holding Escher's hand, and we kind of move together to go to the center. Is pretty much the opposite of wait, seems to me.
Yes, that does. Okay. Blair, you say, wait, and you try to come up with some ideas of how you can help. And then you notice that immediately immediately Quincy drags Escher off in the direction that the crow is flying. However, you did roll an 8.
Well,
so...
here's the thing. I am going to use a point of luck to make that 12.
You can make that a 12?
Mm-hmm.
Brilliant. Okay,
so
then.
I get to hold 2, I believe.
You either get to, on a read a bad situation, on a 10+, you can either hold 3, or you could use the advanced ability of you may ask me any question you want, not just the listed ones.
Ooh. Okay. I mean, it seems like cheating to be like, so how do we fix this? How do we kill it? How do we release everybody? That seems like cheating to be like, how do we solve the problem? So I might just ask you questions instead, because that's the only one I could think of that would be off the list. It's like, how do we win this game?
Well, it is. We are approaching the end, and you are a professional.
That's
so
true.
If you want to ask the question, how do we save these people, or how do we kill the monster, that is entirely up to you. But those are 2 separate questions.
Okay. Yeah, I think given the training and our whole take no prisoners in our agency thing, it's gonna be how do we kill the monster?
How do we kill the monster? You review the information that you have to hand. As Escher and Quincy run headfirst towards the center of the wood, you think about everything that Ash said, everything you read in the reports, and you think that this is indeed a nature spirit gone awry. You don't think this is a fae, and the best way of getting rid of a nature spirit gone awry is to destroy whatever object it is connected to. And logic dictates that means the tree in the center of this wood must be destroyed.
Okay. Can I roll to have a Molotov cocktail? Just handy.
As that is one of the expert's abilities, I cannot allow this.
It's okay.
So,
just ask me if I have one.
I assume that you run after Escher and
Oh
Quincy.
yeah.
Yep.
I'd be like,
Cookie.
Fire! Kill him with fire!
Excellent. Okay, Cookie. You still have Dolly under your arm. She's having a great time. She's having a great time. This is fun times with friends. And Blair, you follow behind. Ash is with you. He's not getting left alone. And you all run towards the center of the forest, which you can find because of your crow friend.
Crowbar.
As you reach the center, you see a ridiculously big tree in the center, and around it you see the wooden statues of everyone who has helped us donate tonight. You see Stop Devilry. You see
you're dead, and we might not save you.
You see Games Mistress, Get Lizzie, Penguin Queen, and
We could
James
save them.
Crowley. They're all there. They're all hiding. There's Billy in the back. They're all there. Previous victims to the Hawthorn Wood. And
God,
as
chat, I was wailing in the chat the whole time.
exactly, and as guarding, they look as if they are guarding the mother tree. They however, there are others aside from our generous donators, and those look twisted beyond recognition. Their faces malformed with branches growing from their ears and their mouths, their limbs stretched, rooting into the soil. And as you look upon this tree, their eyes start to glow and they come to life. Now, when I say to life, this is not the people they once were. This is clearly the influence of this nature spirit, and you think that you need to get past these defenses in order to, well, set fire to the tree. Now, you could set fire to all of these wooden statues. That would work. But then you would be setting fire to all of our donators.
Okay.
Do we take back all of our treats if we set fire to the donators? Like, oh, retrospective -1.
Can we? Is it possible to manipulate them?
How are you manipulate? So they are currently with magic, but how do you propose that you manipulate these wooden statues?
The wooden, but they're so they're not trying to attack us. Then they're just statues, right? Or are they?
Well, they look as if they will probably animate and attack you as their eyes are glowing.
The eyes are okay. The glowy eyes thing. Can I? Is it possible to manipulate them with the threat of violence?
Cookie is made for.
Do you know what
or a passionate speech about I don't want to hurt you. None of us want to hurt you. We just want to help you. Get back to the lives you had before, which was warm and it had furry creatures that used to love you back in the real world.
Bark, bark, bark. I will allow you to make a manipulate
Tell
check
me I'm pretty.
if
Sorry.
somebody can roll a magic check to assist you. Now that is up. It depends on whoever wants to help, anyone can help. Anyone can roll.
No magic. I have guns.
I have an idea, so I want to save my magic. If
Okay.
Escher, you going to help?
Yeah, I'll help.
Okay. I
would
believe
you
we
like to do?
have. Let's look. We have a treat for you, Ren, and we also have a luck point. So we could just make this a crit, if you so wish.
Yes.
Excellent.
Escher just flirts with them, and they all
I saw that in
pass
chat.
out. They all just swoon.
Escher will come up to Cookie and just rest a hand on the back of their shoulder. And they just hear her mumbling behind you, and there's a small glow and a push.
Nice. I love it. So, with the magic possibly being able to reach them now, Cookie, you may roll your manipulate someone check. I don't think we have any treats for Cookie left apart from the one we banked. So you potentially have one. Go for it.
All right. Here we go. Oh my god, it's bad.
Well, you have a treat.
I'll use my treat. I'll use that treat.
We're using that treat. We're making that
treat.
6 or 7. Okay. So on a 7 to 9, they'll do it, but only if you do something for them right now to
Yep.
show that you mean it.
Okay. Oh.
So they'll stand down as long as you can do something of equal value.
Oh, what is of equal value? And I'm there. I'm holding Dolly in one arm.
Yep.
Oh, this is a
Let them pet the
moral.
dog. Let them pet the dog.
I don't think
And
they
Dolly
can move.
pees
I
on the
think you have
trees,
to,
and
like,
yeah.
rub the dog against. I don't know.
You may pet the dog.
One of the figures moves forward, and you see it lurch a little like a zombie
Oh no.
towards you, holding out the dog.
Oh
And
no.
as it gets closer to you, Cookie, you see it's wearing a necklace, and that necklace has the name Nancy written on it.
See, that's
The
it's a happy choice.
turd dog. Nancy.
As Dolly jumps out of your arms and happily licks her face, so glad to be reunited with her long lost friend. She might look a little different, but that's okay. That's okay. She is still a friend. And that momentary, beautiful scene has completely distracted all of the wooden statues that are enchanted by an evil forest spirit, which leaves Quincy
Yep.
and Blair. You both have a chance. What is your ideas? You said you had an idea, Quincy.
Oh, you go first.
Yes, I did. Blair, if you have something you want to do,
I just want to say, like, Escher.
Yes. Yes.
Do you have any? Do you have like a Molotov cocktail? Do you have like a flaming throwing device?
A flaming throwing device.
Yeah.
So that retrospective roll that we talked about at the top of the game.
We did talk about a retrospective roll.
So if I need a special weapon, because I have mystical and rare monster killing weapons and items on me.
Yes, a Molotov cocktail, a mystical and rare item.
Well, I don't know. But it's
a magic Molotov cocktail.
It's a Molotov cocktail that's like invested with iron shavings and ash wood. It's ready for this kind of Fey forest spirit situation.
You may roll that check. I will allow you to see if you have it on you.
Okay.
Can I help somehow?
Let me. I have treats.
Oh, you go.
Let
You
me
go.
see.
You go. You
Let
go.
me see.
Give this to
Let
me,
me see.
chat. I want to throw a Molotov cocktail so bad.
All right. So it is my. It's 7, and then how many treats did I have?
I believe you have one. You definitely have one banked.
Can I donate a treat?
You have 2.
I can just spend luck, I haven't spent any
Okay, spend your luck,
except
yes.
for the yes.
We're gonna
This is such a
go-
good time for luck too, to have
Yeah.
that specific item.
Yeah.
If you would like to spend one of your luck, you can have that item on you. Quincy,
Yes.
you also wanted to. Is there something that we can do to bring these two things together?
kind of. Want
Work
to
it
try
out,
something?
baby.
If it works, great. If it doesn't, Quincy will have absolutely no objection to what Blair is trying to do. I will remind you, one of my moves as a flake is contrary. If I'm given instructions and I do the opposite, +1 ongoing, I'm already doing the opposite of wait. I'm also going to try the opposite of kill it with fire.
No.
Oh my God, Quincy, grassy
The
knoll, my
trees
bro.
have stepped back.
Are you gonna pee on it?
Nope.
Grassy knoll.
No,
If this does not work, Quincy will go out with a bang, which is fine with me. The trees have stepped back.
Grassy knoll.
Quincy
No.
takes a look at Blair, thinks about kill it with fire. He's going to take his pyramid in one hand. He's got his dog-eared copy of the Bermuda Triangle in the other. He's going to rush forward, and he is literally going to hug the tree and try and banish a spirit from a person, object, or place.
It's in bullet time. You just hear Blair go.
Bullet time.
I have a fire thing.
I have a fire thing.
I'm going to hit you with it. No.
You may roll that weird check. Go for it,
so
Quincy.
I've been banking 2 treats, so that's +2.
Yep.
Got +1 ongoing from ignoring weight,
Yes.
and I get a +1 ongoing from ignoring kill it with fire.
You may.
Okay. See, he's gonna win. He's gonna win this game. I don't get to win this
Well,
game.
we'll still have to
God
fight
damn
this
it.
thing, but we can come
I
prepared.
feel like winning is
I'm
a
still gonna
cumulative.
throw it.
It's like all of us
There's
together.
many paths to winning,
Blair
Teddy.
is the most human out of all of us, okay? Like, kill it with fire!
So that's a 14. I will point out that the tree, if this works, the tree is still there. So if you still want to burn it,
14?
it's not necessarily obvious to anyone else that anything has happened. So it's a 14.
Your magic spell, while it is incapable of removing the spirit from the tree, because the spirit and the tree are one and the same, you instead manage to release all
14,
the souls that were trapped in this forest. They have passed any souls that were in here for too long, they have passed on. And anyone who had been transformed into a wooden statue who was savable, it's through the roots of the tree, it reaches out and the curse is removed from all of them. People start melting back into their flesh forms. Nancy becomes a person again and is able to hug Dolly.
Oh.
And a lot of people look frightened and confused, and any of the people that were not able to resume their fleshy forms, the hideous statues of them, they disintegrate into dust and their souls pass on.
Okay,
Blair's like has just
goes-
lit it and is now putting it down and like no stepping out like oh god.
put it out.
However,
Oh no,
The spirit is
however.
still in the tree. If you want to
Yeah.
destroy it, Quincy
Didn't you
will
banish
leap
it?
away if you can.
Let's see.
the spirit cannot be banished from the tree, for the spirit is the tree. And
Pick it back up and
Can-
let it again.
No, it's just unbalanced. It was unbalanced. Maybe if it just grows normally, it's gonna be
so,
okay.
Blair, you are in prime position to throw this Molotov cocktail. Unfortunately, Quincy is right there.
It's still in bullet time.
Everyone else is normal. Why is she talking like this?
Does Cookie or Escher want to try and protect Quincy? Or is Quincy going to go out in a blaze of glory?
I would 100% protect Quincy. Quincy's my bro. We did time together.
I would wait for like someone to. I wouldn't just fucking blaze his butt. Like that, you know.
I
We
mean,
have like a leave no prisoners thing in our agency, but that doesn't count for like human people. So I think I would at least like let him run for a minute.
Brilliant.
Is it okay? Yeah. I was just thinking that everything was like reduced down to like within a second. So we all had like you were like committed to your move.
I was
Everyone's
thinking
committed.
like that, like bullet time, like you were
Yeah,
just
like
about
bullet
to
time.
throw
Like,
it, and then-
everything's within 1 second. We just have to make a snap decision. I'll dive and tackle Quincy.
All right, you go for the tackle. Try and push you both out the way. Roll that protect someone check.
Hell
You
yeah.
have no more luck points?
No more luck points. Damn. 9. But
9.
I think. Oh, do I have a treat?
I can donate one of my treats if that's allowed. I'll give you a treat by like waiting for you to do it.
Are chat okay with people donating their treats? I know
To
that
We
save
don't want them. We don't want them to go to waste.
If you say no, then Quincy dies, so you get that on your conscience.
Yeah, so that's on you, chat.
So just really make
Above
some,
the
make
end, I'm
some
fine
good
with that.
choices.
That's
Okay?
on you, chat. All right. Do you want
a
Quincy to
treat
die,
for a
chat?
friend.
Quincy might be
see-
okay with it. This will scar Blair for life.
Yeah.
Chat are okay with it. You can
Save 'em.
donate. You can
Okay, I'll donate
donate.
one of my treats.
Okay,
That
that's a
would-
10 then.
You bring it to a 10. I'm happy to say you can choose basically. You can suffer you suffer a little harm. All impending danger is now focused on you. You inflict harm on the enemy, which would be the Molotov cocktail in this case, or you hold the enemy back.
No, I protect Quincy. I take the harm myself.
You're gonna take this harm.
Mhm.
Cool. Then
But not all of it though, right? Just a little. It's just gonna get burned a little.
just a little,
Whatever
Okay,
it takes.
okay.
Whatever it
I
takes.
really don't want to kill my friends. Please don't make me do
Hey.
this.
I've only got a year. I've only got a
Just throw
year
a
left
Molotov
anyway.
cocktail.
Okay.
I made a deal. I've only got a year
left?
left anyway.
What?
We don't have
Admitted.
we don't have time for this
We
conversation.
don't have time to
We're
unpack all this.
we're in bullet time right
We're
now.
in bullet time right now.
I'm gonna like throw a little, like just sprinkle a little bit of gunpowder in there too, just for good
God.
measure. And I'm gonna light this bitch up, and I'm gonna throw it.
Cool.
Is this act under pressure or kick some ass?
Quincy, no! I got you, Grassy, no!
I think with the amount of crits that have been happening, if you're happy, I'm happy to narrate us home. If
Yes,
everyone
bring
is
it,
happy.
bring it home, Dungeon.
Let's
Yeah.
bring it home. Blair, you throw that Molotov cocktail,
I just
and
want to see what it would have been. Okay, cool.
would have passed, was still good.
Yeah.
And seeing that Quincy is in the way after ducking in to do that incredible spell and release all these people from the curse, Cookie, you jump in to selflessly save your friend. And you are both caught in slow motion as the blast goes off, as the Molotov cocktail hits this tree, as you manage to take all of the harm that would have befelled your friend. Please take 3 harm. It's messy.
I've got a move called Invincible, which means I
Yep.
always have 2 armor.
There we go. You get
Cookie's
barely
also
singed.
cool.
You get barely singed because you're invincible, and the two of you roll off away from the tree as it bursts into flames.
Me,
As you
Quincy,
all-
and Dolly in a pile.
You had Dolly with you.
Yeah, Dolly never left. Dolly's always been tucked under my arm the whole time.
Blair's just standing there like,
Took-
whoa!
As you all hear a scream on the wind, as the trees in the area start to melt away almost, they fade into dust as the real hawthorn wood appears around you, and you see the path out of the forest and the Enigma vehicle.
Engine.
The Enigma engine! It's the Enigma engine!
Hey!
And
Wow.
you think you have banished this evil
forest spirit with the power of Molotov cocktails and friendship. Hooray!
I think seeing it
Yay.
going up in flames, Escher is just going to say, "Dear mother, I hope you find peace. May your children weep no more." And call the crow back onto the shoulder.
Do you draw your sword at any point?
My sword was drawn the whole time.
Okay.
Of
This is
course
sheathing
it
the sword now.
was.
Of course it was.
Yeah, I feel Blair's having like a touchdown moment, and then just like looks at this like ethereal princess, like calling her Frontwind, and is just like, "Oh God, you're amazing! You're so cool! You're so cool! You're so cool, Escher. Do you know that? You know that you're really cool."
And the camera pans out as
So
Blair is
confused.
gushing over Escher.
You're so cool.
And the end...
As we're fading to black, if I can
Yep,
offer one
definitely.
thing.
Go for it.
So way back at the beginning, I did a roll that gave me some questions I could ask about the mystery along the way.
Yes.
I'm not asking for an answer at this point. The story's over, but gonna cash one of those in. So as we're fading to black, we get a flash in Quincy's head as he sees the answer to when/where will the next critical event occur.
Ooh. Where the next episode will occur.
Mm-hmm.
You close your eyes, and Quincy, you see that all of you are back home in your for lack of a better word, a lair, in the laundromat where you all have your base. And you notice all of the washing machines and the dryers spontaneously burst into flame.
No, they don't.
They do. As
That's
Blair
my business.
looks
Dungeon?
horrified.
That's my backstory. We can't not have an episode 2 now.
And the episode draws to a close.
Yay!
And the credits roll.
Woohoo!
I have literal goosebumps.
Yay!
We won.
Oh my
Thank
God.
you. Okay, we have very, very short amount of time, but if everyone would like to go around and if you would like to say who you are and what you're doing very, very quickly, I think we have a little time to do that. So we will go first with Ren.
Me? Oh, hi. I'm Ren. I do cosplay on TikTok some sparing times. And yeah, so you could follow me there at Mask Ren.
Thank you very much. Steve, Tall Halfling.
Hi, I'm Steve, Tall Halfling on the socials. And I spent this morning making a tinfoil hat.
That's excellent.
Brilliant. Is that it?
Yeah, that'll do.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Evan.
Oh, hey, kia ora. I'm Evan, aka Māori Nerd on socials, and you can find me on Twitch, streaming video games or actual play ttrpgs, or sometimes even bookbinding in my little bookbinding studio back here. So yeah, hi. This has been a blast. Thank you so much.
Thank you for being such a great player. And last but certainly not least, Katie.
Hello. I was busy looking at my phone trying to figure out where I'm doing my next project because I can't remember. Kat, tell me in the chat, please, which channel it is. I think it might be Horde of Tales, but I can't remember. Hi, I'm Katie. I'm Critical Spark 20 on all the things, but I actually don't use any of them because I'm bad at technology. Find me on Instagram, message me on Discord, find me lurking in your backyard looking for treasure. And I will be here and sometimes on Fablemancers. Follow us. We do great, cool stuff. And also, Girls Run These Worlds a lot of the time. And also, it's going to be on Kat's channel, on the Lore Mistress's channel. That's where we're doing it. And I think the bot did stuff. Yes, that's where it'll be. On Halloween, we're doing Bar the Windows, Lock the Doors, another spooky thing. So you can watch me freak out for no reason some more. And I can't remember the time because it's in a different time zone. I'm really good at this. Anywho, I'm also blurry. I'm such a professional, you guys.
Thank you very much. I have been Dungeon. I have been your GM. I like to draw tabletop RPG comics, and
Ooh.
you can find me under Dungeon Delves on pretty much every social platform. I occasionally stream on Twitch. I stream art and other tabletop RPGs. That should be returning in December. I've been on a little hiatus, but I will be coming back. Thank you, everyone, for your incredible generosity during this game. You
Oh
have
my gosh, you
donated so
guys.
much,
So
and I am so
kind.
blown
Thank you,
away.
chat. Thank you.
Thank you for donating.
everybody.
Thank you for donating treats to someone you don't know. It made me feel really good about myself. You did a good today.
thank you, Ren's community for
Yes.
supporting us.
Also, yay, support the gays.
And on that note, I think it is time for Sassy Pants to take us away. Thank you, everybody. Have a good evening. Bye.
I'm sorry for the technical difficulties at the end of this night. It is after midnight here in Sarajevo, where I'm joining you live for the log off, for the shout outs, for everything else. Yeah, thank you guys for doing such a great job with the, Monster of the Week, and for all the puppy love, and for all the donations in particular. Thank you for supporting the crew. Thank you for supporting the solution to this great mystery, and also for supporting AKT, obviously, the charity of choice for this Halloween stream that we've been supporting today. Let's check in at the situation. Where are we right now? Oh, come on, Team Chaos. What are you doing? What are you doing? If you're going to create this number, at least let it go over 750. Come on. We can still have a 69, but let's have a 750.69 at the end of it. Let's achieve half of the goal that we've set for us tonight. But obviously, I need to address the thing that everybody's probably thinking, or has been thinking ever since I showed up. I know fizzes are still cool. And you know who else is cool? I mean, everybody who's been doing all of this great work today as part of Roll for Good. And instead of trying to remember everybody's names and everything, I did write them down. So I'm going to briefly read them while we try to achieve at least the 750 number that I'm hoping for. And I'll join you in chat after I finish reading. So the biggest coordinators on the planet Earth right now, or at least today, were Tal and Lee. The graphics team was team leader Ezra, and then Jira and Dana Riley and Never Squid. The producers, oh my God, the producers, Prue, Aida, and Steve. And then we had our excellent Twitch mods, which were Blue, Trifu. I'm sorry, I'm mispronouncing it. Gamers Mistress, Fresh Dash, the Never Squid, the Chindividual, Loving Sunny. Social media was run by our great Aida again. Giveaways were coordinated by Lee. Masters of Ceremonies were obviously me, Sarah and Aida. Tables. Okay, so let's go through all the tables. We had the Kids on Brooms, GM'd by Bard, players Lou Fryer, Anna Riley, and Knox. Pathfinder game was GM'd by Trifu again, sorry. Anya, Nova, Virva Valkea, and Jacob were the players. Blades in the Dark, GM'd by Chris, and the players were Chloe, Riley, Yeldar, and Callum. And finally, Monster of the Week, GM'd by our Great Dungeon, and players were Kaiti, Steve, Evan, and Ren. I have to give special shout outs again to Aida, who did video editing for the interviews and the intermission videos. Special mention again, Aida, Blue, and Prue, who conducted the AKT Charity and Cobblepath Games interviews screened during the intermission. And special mention again for our GM for Monster of the League Dungeon, who is the original artist behind Burbington. I will open the floor to the chat, and let's see again where we are with the donation. Am I going to have to donate the last £2? I'm going to have to donate the last £2. I need to make this a round number because I set it up for myself to be the goal for the scene, and I look like I'm gonna have to donate it. I don't know what to say in Russian, so if anybody in sexy Russian, if anybody wants me to speak in Bosnian, write down something that you want me to translate to English. It's not that difficult. It's my native tongue. We were just talking about it behind the screens, behind the scenes earlier, and there people wanted to know what it sounded like. And this is part of the tradition. Anybody who doesn't know where Bosnia is and what it was, it used to be part of the Ottoman Empire, and my great grandfathers used to wear things like this. So yeah, I will say anything you want me to say in Bosnian if we reach the 750 pounds goal in the next second or two. I don't want to keep Steve around for any longer. You're welcome. It's a funny story. I had the hats from before. This one I bought this year specifically because I actually got married, and I was going to wear it at the wedding, saying like, no, man in my family has worn this in 100 years, so I'm gonna wear it for my wedding. And can anybody guess what happened? I left it at the room before the ceremony. So, whoa, 760 pounds and 69 pence. So yeah, congratulations, everyone. Thank you, everyone who's donated and made this possible. Made this 763 now. Excellent. Yeah, this has been a great day. I think great number of games and excellent players and even more excellent GMs. It was all worth it, I feel, and will be appreciated by both the charity, AKT, and also their users in the future. Team Order 1, sort of, maybe. We'll see by the end of the time that donations are still going to be open. They're going to be open for a few more days after the stream is over, and then we will see the final tally. Again, thank you, everyone. Thank you for doing this. Thank you for being here with all of us for the day. And see you next time, sometimes in May. It's going to be a blast, I'm sure.